Welcome back. So the Democrat Party has been very vocal about being anti-white. And that was on display again this week from two Democrats who coincidentally are both married to white men.
White men, something is broken. Something is cracked deep inside when so many of you believe the answer to fear, to loss, to change is violence.
The idea that this is a white nation that needs to be preserved is a fascinatingly disgusting view.
So Ilhan Omar is married to a white guy. There were rumors years ago that she was married to her brother, but now she's definitely married to a white guy. Don Lemon also married to a white guy, making comments like that, which is just so bizarre. AOC, also married to a white man. Elizabeth Warren, married to a white man, not an Indian. Kamala Harris, married to a white man. Joining us now for more, the host of the Vince Everett Ellison Show on X, YouTube, and Rumble, Vince Everett Ellison, and host of the John Amachuku Show on YouTube, Pastor John Amachuku. Gentlemen, great to have you back on. John, I don't get it. If white men are so evil, how can you say that and then go home and sleep next to a white guy?
It doesn't make any sense. Listen, Don Lemon is a race baiter by day and a bottom by night. All right? These people are dealing with cognitive dissonance. Their actions betray their beliefs that they purport. How can you say that white men are the problem? White men are violent. White men are racist. But when you get home, you lay on the bed, you sleep with, and you married and have been married to a white man, Don Lemon, for 2 years. How do you do that? Are black men not good enough for you? I'm sure there's a black man that might bottom with you, Don. I mean, what are these people thinking? What are they doing? It's awful.
Vince, Democrats spent, and this is a wild number, $20 million on a study about how to win over young voters. 72% of male voters in the 2024 election were white. How about not calling white men evil? Would maybe that be an okay place to start heading into the midterms?
But see, this is the thing. These people are married to liberal white men, so they might have a point. They go home to liberal white men every night, and these liberal white men are Democrats. So I might agree with them that white male Democrats are a problem because, like John said, most of them are kind of, they kind of lighten the loafers, man, and they're not alpha men like we are. So when they go home and they see these little pansy, pink panty wearing liberal white men, they can look at them and say, yeah, they're a problem. But then they make the mistake of believing that they're like you, Finity, and they're not. They think that all white men are like conservative, strong, alpha white men, and they're in for a serious wake-up call when they start dealing with these white men. And me and John know. No, these are some serious brothers. They don't play. They're Christian men. They're men like us. We're one in Christ. We believe in Jesus. We believe in the Constitution. We believe in defending ourselves and our families. They go home to a bunch of guys who are on their knees, who are begging, who are grabbing their ankles, and they don't understand men like us.
Wait, so I don't get it. I think we've got photos of AOC's husband and Kamala Harris's husband, Dougie Emhoff, and of course, Don Lemon's husband. You're telling me these don't look like masculine, strong men of character?
No, they're not. Look, man, every time I see Doug Emhoff, I want to beat the hell out of him. Every time I look at it.
Ask him about what he did to a woman in France, by the way.
Wouldn't take his name, wouldn't have many children, couldn't have any children, wouldn't take his religion, but spend all his money. That's who these guys are. They're weak. And when these people go home and look at their Democrat liberal white husbands, they think that all white men are this way. And I'm telling you, man, I live in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. You don't want to mess with these men up here. They're some serious guys, and they don't play.
I didn't know that.
Look at the pictures of those guys.
John,
look at the pictures of the spouses. Look at it.
Yeah.
I mean,
we can put that
horrible.
back up.
They're oozing and dripping with just look at that right there. That is a travesty. They are oozing and dripping with woke liberal ideologies. Is coming out of their pores. Just look at the gayness.
I just, you know what I'd say, guys? I don't, if my wife said that, I'd go home and be like, honey, what the? You know what I mean? Like, then you go to sleep in the same bed together. I don't get how Don Lemon can say that on his little podcast, okay, and how Kamala Harris can say things like that in AOC, and then they go home to white, beta, clearly beta, white men. VinceEverettEllison, Pastor John Amachuku. Gentlemen, we'll do it again soon. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Good.
All right. When we come back, so Democrats think that Donald Trump is losing it. One member of Congress even demanded that Mike Johnson take action. But what's really interesting about all this is that none of these same Democrats said a thing when Joe Biden was in office. A Democrat who used to work for Joe Biden, brave enough to join